Dala! Welcome. So today I want to talk about dreams. You know, it's one of my favorite topics to talk about, and today to have to be a little bit more light and hard, and as I said, a lot of infusion of love and talking about love and how you can use dream to build intimacy and to strengthen your couple, to keep that bond, to keep that connection, even if you're far away from each other. Dreams are such a wonderful way to keep you connected. So the first thing I will say, because I've had many people ask me to teach them how to get into someone else's dream. This is not going to be that kind of video per se, and for me, I'm always cautious when somebody has those kind of ideas. Why would you barge into someone else's dream? And so that's why this video is really for people who you are in a couple with somebody, you love somebody, that person loves you, you're going out with somebody, you're married to that person, or you're dating. This is somebody that you know loves you. This is somebody you know wants to be with you. Okay, this is not something like you've seen a complete stranger and just want to barge into this dream or whatever. This may probably not work if this person doesn't know that you're loving them, and this person is not interested in you. This is not the way to go around getting their attention. If you're a woman and this man is not pursuing you, that means he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't have his interest. A man will go after what he wants. Okay. And if that's the case, take your time to just look around the other people pursuing you. Choose from that pool. Be with people who want to be with you. I'm not in the part of trying to manipulate people or trying to influence the will and trying to do all kind of different things. No, change yourself and the rest will follow. And if it still doesn't work, that means that person is really just not for you. That's it. Move on to something else. So now that this parenthesis is over, this is really when you are dating somebody. I mean, not dating. When you and that person are in a relationship, maybe it's a brand new relationship, maybe it's a long-time relationship, maybe you've been together for a long time, and you want to expand on the intimacy, you want to build your connection, you want to strengthen your connection, or you just simply want to explore an additional way of connecting with them, of being intimate with them, of caring with them, of letting them know you love them, and all the different stuff. So the easiest vehicle to use in this aspect of dream travel is love and the connection that you have with that other person through the cord, the emotional cord, your energetical cord that's already in place between the two of you, because you are connected. When you love somebody, when you've been intimate with somebody, when you've kissed somebody, when you have the love connection, it actually creates a spiritual connection between the two of you as well, and you can use that spiritual connection to travel to dreams and be with that person and reach that person in the dream realm. So for me, I wanted to talk about this because I interact with a lot of couples. There's a lot of couples that write to me, or a lot of people who are in relationship that write to me, and they ask me all kind of questions, or they may be very surprised when I discuss certain things with them. And I've had that a lot of time with friends as well. And to me, it's kind of sometimes not shocking, but I wish that more married people could experience being together in the dream realm. Because I think a lot of time people talk about, when you are intimate with somebody, when you're close to somebody, you're building up that spiritual connection. The two of you become one. And sometimes it's hard to grasp what that one means. How it means that you're spiritually connected. What does it mean? And I think when you experience joining together in the dream realm, it's easier for you to understand what it means. It's easier for you to see that that connection, how spiritually connected you are with that person. So the first case, and there are many reasons why you will want to do this. One of them is that you may be going out with somebody who's moving away, who has to move away for a new job, and you have to be separated for some time before you can join them or be with them or whatever. It may also be because maybe you had a fight and you're too proud maybe to apologize, or he's too proud to apologize, or vice versa, and they went back to their place or whatever, and that particular time you want to connect with them, you want to tell them you're sorry, and you just can't seem to take the phone to be able to tell them that, then you can use the dream realm as a hint to them to apologize in the dream and to see them in the dream. So that may be another reason. There may be a variety of reasons why you will want to do that and to be connected with your loved one. You know, even if you, for example, having a harder time, you can use the dream realm to actually go and be with them. For people who are in the military, if your significant other is displaced or deployed somewhere that's dangerous and stuff like that, you can just be cautious with the time difference to make sure that when you go into sleep is when they are going to be asleep, so you can actually meet them in the dream realm. So there's a variety of ways that are just going to help you connect, help you join and be together in the dream realm and experience that connectivity. I think, to me, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen any other way to tangibly feel the connection and to know. So there's two ways to do this. There's one way where you will consciously know, and the other person may or may not know, depending on their own level and their own ability of dreaming or understanding their own dreams. And then there's a second way where that other person will know, because you will have actually share their dreams, and they will actually completely understand and know that you were part of their dream and you will have the same dream. So on the first point, for example, if you don't live with your significant other yet, maybe you're courting and you're waiting for, you know, for him to pop the questions or to finally get there or to finally move in together or whatever, and you can, for whatever x, y, z, you can be together that night or whatever, or maybe you had an argument and you went back to your place, or he went back to his place, and you know this argument is stupid, that you guys should be together, but you're just too proud, or he's just too proud to ask for forgiveness and call you and apologize and all that. So meeting in the dream realm is going to be a great way for you to just connect to one another. So one way to do that is simply to astral travel when you are going to sleep. For those of you who are already able to astral travel, which means to be able to leave your body at night and go wherever you want on the planet. So it is on this physical sphere. You're not going in a different dimension or in a parallel universe, or, you know, somewhere visiting the cosmos or whatever, or in a different dimension. You're just staying on this same physical plane, but you're just leaving your body and you're just going where they are. And depending on how good you are with this, you can be able to project yourself directly in their bedroom, directly where they are sleeping. And this is why it wouldn't work with somebody you don't know, because it's so much easier when you actually know where they live, you know their address, you know their bedroom, you know what it looks like, you know how they sleep and stuff like that, because it doesn't need to be something that's really strong. It can be something that's really subtle, just like you going and just sleep. You know how he sleeps, you know your kind of habit. That's why you're somebody you've been with for a while, and I mean, in order for you to even do this, you must like have some type of feeling for this man or for this woman. You must have, you know, some type of connection with them, and the stronger the connection is, and the easiest it is to do. And so you can just go and be under the covers and hold them and let them hold you, and you will really feel their presence next to you. And, you know, as in the dream realm, you feel everything. So you can just go physically and be there and hold them, and they will hold them. Or if you can hold him in the back, or hold her, and spend the entire night there and come back to yourself in the morning when you wake up. And that's one way to build that intimacy, to build that connection. If it's somebody who doesn't have any experience with dreaming or anything like that, who can't remember the dream, they may just feel your presence at night. And that would be a great opportunity in the morning to call them and to apologize. Whether you were wrong or you were right or whatever, just to move on with all of that and just get back in good terms, and just call them and make up with them. Now, the second way to do this is actually to build up a dreams and go in the dream with them, to go into their dreams, or build up a dreams where you will meet them. Now, and when you do that, when you do to building up a dreams or being the same dream, in the morning, that person will know, like he will know that he saw you in his dream, or or she will know that she's showing you in her dream, and you will have the opportunity, for example, to apologize virtually in the dream and tell her how sorry you are, blah blah blah, make up even if you'd like that, and be together and have an adventure and go somewhere, travel within the same dream. That's the beauty of dreams, is that the possibilities and there are endless. You don't have to think about, how much money I need to do this and do that. And I think this is such a wonderful thing to people to meet there and dream and explore and have adventures and stuff of that nature. And now I've been talking about doing that in a intimate relationship because it's easier, but also you can do this with your friends. You can with your good friends, your best friends, whatever friends you. Given if you both have the ability to remember your dreams and dream and be conscious when you're dreaming, knowing that you're dreaming, then you can meet a specific spot within the physical sphere or the dream realm and go explore, go on vacation, go on a trip, go to Jamaica, go to the place, and you will know that you're actually living out of your body, because when you go there, even though you've never been there before, you probably don't know what hotel it is, you just heard a hotel and say, hey, let's go there. When you awake, the details that you saw are going to details that you can verify by going to Google or going online and looking at images and stuff like that. That's when you know it was really a dream where you left your body and you stayed in the physical astral realm, physical sphere. Because you can verify that, and that's why I say it's much easier when you know the person's address and so forth and so on, so that you can actually go directly there and recognize the street, recognize that, see the light, even see him sleeping already or see her sleeping already, and be able to get in there. Now, all that said is really nice and it's really beautiful, but in order to do that, you must know that person. It's really important that you do know that person, that you don't venture out anyhow, simply because we are all different. When you know that person has the ability to recognize your own energy, to know that you're not a negative entity or anything like that. Because what happens sometimes is that when you are in the dream realm and people have insecurities, they have fears, they can have built up all kind of different mechanisms to protect them in the dream realm. This is why sometimes people say, hey, so there was something weird, I was running. So if you are somebody that you just saw somebody you kind of like, or somebody's at school and you kind of like this person doesn't even care for you much or whatever, or that person doesn't even like you, and you're trying to jump and barge into their dream, they may have all kind of mechanism. And they don't even need to be immersed into magic or anything like that. They may just have some psychological mechanism in order to prevent whatever they don't want in their subconscious or their conscious mind to come into their dream realm, into their own dreams. And so they may perceive you as a negative entity just because they know they don't want to be with you. They're going to be like, what the hell are you doing here? And they can have all kind of other entities and spirits or mechanism that can be manifested or embodied in all kind of way that may frighten you, that may even chase you or purchase you. Servitor, egregore, whatever how people want to call them or attribute them, or just like thoughts that they have there in place to prevent any harm or anything unwanted coming towards them when they're dreaming. They may even see you and just start running because in their dream they see you as a monster or something, and they're running from you. They're thinking that you're trying to get them or something like that, just because they're viewing you as something that they're not invited, as something that's barging into their own dreams, and then something that's messing things up for them. That's why I say this is not something that you want to attempt or try to do with somebody who doesn't love you, somebody who doesn't even know you, or somebody who doesn't even care for you. The preliminary is that the person cares for you. Even better if the person knows. Let's say if you have a friend and you guys want to try this together or whatever, that could be one way to do it. And even then, I will still be cautious in terms of dreaming with somebody when you don't know their fears, you don't know their way of thinking, because it can manifest all kind of things in there that could be give you a not so pleasant experience. So that's one thing. going in the dream of somebody who has all of this mechanism can be not so good, such a good idea. And also you may think that this person doesn't know what they're doing, whatever, when in fact they do know. They may see you coming in, they may view that you may have, you may want them a little bit more than they do, you may care about them a little bit more than they care about you, and they may follow you back when you're leaving, or they may come back to your own dreams after that, and depending on how they're doing, because you're opening a door. That means once you're opening a door, that two-way communication, that other person can just barge in as well. And depending on who is it, and if you guys are really together and you really care about each other, it could be sometimes an issue or not. It could bring it closer, where he's coming to you and you coming to him whenever. I think if you're living in different universities and different dorms, I think it's a great tool. It's a great tool to use to be able to make those long distance relationship last longer and remain connected and stay connected. So yeah, I hope that if you are in a relationship, if you're even thinking about, if you're getting engaged, or you're thinking about being with somebody, that you're attempt at some point, and that you experience the being together and how you guys can meet each other in the dream realm. And I hope you have experiences pleasing as I've had in the past, and which are amazing. And especially if you're married, I think if you're married, please try to experience that at least once, because I think there's nothing greater or better to bring people closer to each other when the realization that they are also spiritually connected in that manner, and that they can actually explore that. Just to think about all of the possibility and feasibility that can happen when you are together, at your parents or somewhere else where you can be physically together, but you can meet and be spiritually together and in the dream realm and explore so many different things. So I hope this opened your mind a little bit, broaden up the spectrum, especially in terms of relationship, in terms of what you can do with your significant other and your partner. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.